सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नाम रूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्धबोध्यं बुद्धिर्द्रव्यत्व निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः।
So we are seeing the topic where the akshepa related to the subject matter of this text are told one by the Purva Paksha. And first, the Jiva Brahma Aikya was said to be not there by the Purva Pakshi. And now, after that, the Purva Pakshi has started saying about that the Sakshi Brahma Aikyam is also not there. And what is the basis for this? For this, the Purva Pakshi presents the view of the Siddhanti which is generally there. And in that view, it is said that it is not that the Tvampada Vachyartha, that is Jiva, has got oneness with Brahma, but the Tvampada Lakshyartha, that is Sakshi, has got oneness with Brahma. And the Purva Pakshi is saying, okay. And the Siddhanti, how does he say this? Means what is the basis? So the Siddhanti says that you are saying that there is not oneness between the Sakshi and the Brahma based upon the dharmas. Means Sakshi is the one which is having many dharmas based on different upadhis, and therefore there are many Sakshis, and therefore there is no oneness. Whereas the Siddhanti says that the Sakshi is different from those dharmas, means is not associated with those dharmas, and therefore the basis for many Sakshis is not there, and therefore there is only one Sakshi. And therefore, since there is Lakshana Abheda between Sakshi and Brahma, therefore there is Lakshya Abheda, means there is oneness between Sakshi and Brahma. So this is
Lakshana Abheda.
Lakshana Abheda is both are one. Sakshi is also one and Brahma is also one. So this is the Siddhanti's view which the Purva Pakshi presented. And now the Purva Pakshi is giving an answer to this particular view. And it is said, Tanna, that is not there. Why? So here the Purva Pakshi is going to answer based on two different standpoints. The first standpoint which he is going to take is that there is no Sakshi at all which is different from Jiva. And therefore, whatever problems were there in Jiva Brahma Aikyam, same problems will be there in Sakshi Brahma Aikyam, and thereby there can't be Aikyam. And the second standpoint will be the Abhyupagamya Vada, that even if we accept that Sakshi is there, then also it is not possible to say that there is only one Sakshi. So that is how the development will be. So first, the Purva Pakshi says, कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्वादि धर्म विशिष्ट जीवातिरिक्त साक्षी सत्वे pramana bhavat. Since there is absence of the means of knowledge with regard to the existence of the sakshi, the witness, which is distinct from the jiva, and here jiva refers to the individual, chidabhasa sahita ahankaraha, and that jiva which is endowed with the dharmas such as kartrutvam, means doership, bhoktrutvam, enjoyership, and adipadena pramatrutvam, knowership. So by this, the Purva Pakshi is saying that Sakshi is not separate from Jiva. Means whatever you are calling Sakshi, means whatever the Siddhanta is calling Sakshi, is Jiva alone. And uh, and why is it so? Because there is no proper means of knowledge as per the Purva Pakshi to show that Sakshi is different from Jiva. And thereby, what will happen? The problems in Jiva Brahma Aikyam, which were shown in the previous Avarta, that is, that the Jiva is endowed with all the Panchaklesha, whereas Brahma is not endowed with any of the Panchaklesha. Jiva is Parichinna, Brahma is Aparichinna, Jiva is Aneka, and Brahma is Eka. So all these problems will be there with regard to Sakshi and Brahma Aikyam also. And thereby there will not be Sakshi Brahma Aikyam. So this is the first standpoint which the Purva Pakshi has mentioned. But still, here he is not showing any pramanam. Yes, I will tell again. Yes.
Erased.
But this is not his main view. His main view is the next standpoint, and where he does clarification and explanation also. And what is that? He says, Sakshyangikare pakshe api
Kare is that?
nahi, sorry. Sakshyangikara pakshe api सह एकः इति अभ्युपगन्तुं न शक्यते किन्तु अनेके साक्षिणः iti eva yuktam. So here the Purva Pakshi presents his view, and he says, in the view of acceptance of Sakshi, means there is some Sakshi, then in that case also it is not possible to accept that the Sakshi is one alone, but it is proper to accept that there are many Sakshi. And how this is so? What is the basis for this? That he is explaining, the Purva Pakshi is explaining from the next sentence. So it is said, Tatha hi, and the explanation follows. Antakaranam tad dharma sukha dukkhadayah cha na antakaranena nava indriyena vishayi kriyante kintu sakshina eva iti vedanta siddhantah. It is said,
Sakshina eva.
yes, the sukha dukkhadayah, which are the dharma of antakaranam and the antakarana. Both of these are not objectified by the antakaranam, the inner instrument, that is the mind, or by the indriya, means the organs of perception, but by the sakshi alone they are objectified. This is the principle of Vedanta. So here the Purva Pakshi is saying that the antakaranam and its dharma cannot be objectified by the antakaranam itself nor by the organs of perception, and thereby we have to accept some other entity which is objectifying this dharma, and that can be accepted as the sakshi. And now he further says, साक्षिणः च एकत्वे सति यदा एकान्तःकरणस्थसुखदुःखादयः साक्षिणा विषयीक्रियन्ते तदा सर्वान्तःकरणगतसुखदुःखादयः अपि विषयीक्रियेरन्. So he says, if there is oneness of Sakshi, if there is one Sakshi alone, then when this Sukha, Dukkha, etc., which are obtaining in one Antakarana, are objectified by the Sakshi, then at that time all the Sukha Dukkhadayah which are obtaining in all the Antakarana should be objectified by the Sakshi. So here the Purva Pakshi is saying that if there is one Sakshi and the Sakshi has the job of objectifying the dharma of the Antakaranam, then when the Sakshi is doing the job of objectifying, then it will objectify the dharmas which are obtaining in all the Antakarana, and not that it will objectify the dharma of one Antakaranam and not objectify the dharma of another Antakarana. Just like if there is only one supervisor, then how many ever workers are supervised will be supervised by that supervisor alone. And now the Purva Pakshi says, Tatha Anubhava Bhavat Eva Aneke Sakshinaha iti Abhyupagantavyam. Because of the absence of such experience, therefore, what we have to or we should accept, there has to be acceptance of many Sakshi. By this, what the Purva Pakshi is saying is that if I, the Sakshi, don't have the experience that I am experiencing or objectifying the dharma of all the Antakaranam. My experience is that I am objectifying the Sukha, Dukkha, etc. obtaining in my Antakaranam, this Antakaranam alone. And since there is an absence of such Anubhava, that I am not experiencing the Sukha Dukkha of all the Antakarana, therefore we have to accept that there are many Sakshis, and each Sakshi is objectifying the Sukha Dukkha etc. dharma of that particular Antakaranam. And now in the next part, the Purva Pakshi is showing what is the benefit of that particular view. Nacha asti asmin pakshe kopi doshaha. And in this view, there is no defect. And how does he say so? The reason is given. Yasya hi sakshinaha yadantak upadhihi tadantak eva dharmaha tena sakshina vishayi kriyeran na anyopadhigataha. So here it is said that there is no defect in this particular view, because for whichever Sakshi, whatever is the Upadhi, the adjunct in the form of Antakaranam, by that Sakshi, the Dharmaha, the qualities which are obtaining in that Antakaranam alone are objectified or would be objectified. And the Antakarana Dharma obtaining in another Upadhi or other Upadhi will not be objectified. So, just as we saw that each and every Sakshi is objectifying the Dharma of that Antakaranam which is its own Upadhi. And thereby, when the Purva Pakshi says that there are many Sakshis, then that becomes favorable view based on this particular experience. And now he does the conclusion regarding this particular point. Evam cha sakshinah anekatvat na tesham ekena brahmana aikyam yujyeta. Evam cha means in this manner. And in what manner? That when we have to accept that Sakshi are many, and in that view there are no defects. In this manner, when there is manyness of Sakshi, means there are many Sakshi, then the oneness of those many Sakshis with one Brahma alone is not proper. And here, by the word ekena brahmana, it is a hetu garbha visheshana to show that why the oneness is not proper. Because the sakshi are aneka and Brahma is eka. Thus, there is lakshana bheda. And since there is lakshana bheda, therefore there is not lakshya abheda. Means there is lakshya bheda, and thereby the oneness between those two different lakshya cannot be equated. Thus, it is not proper. And now, from the next avarta, the Purva Pakshi is explaining the sentence which came in this avarta, that is antakaranam tad dharma sukha dukkhadayah cha na antakaranena nava indriyena vishayi kriyante kintu sakshina eva. So here, one by one, the Purva Pakshi is showing or establishing that the antakarana dharma are not objectified by the indriyani, then by the antakarana, and therefore we have to accept that there is a sakshi. And in this 57th avarta, first of all, the Purva Pakshi will establish that this dharma cannot be objectified by indriyani. And what will be the mode of this particular establishment? So he will say that the organs cannot objectify the dharmi, that is the antakaranam itself, and thereby the dharma of that dharmi, means the antakarana dharma such as sukha dukkha dayaha, also cannot be objectified.
Yes. So we are seeing the objections raised by the opponent Purva Pakshi regarding the Vishaya, the subject matter of this text. The subject matter is Jiva Brahma Aikyam. I, Jiva, am one with Brahman. And so many objections were raised in the previous section, 55th avarta. And in the footnote also we had seen so many pramanas proposed by Purva Pakshi to show that how oneness is not possible. And each one of them were answered by Siddhanti. And here one the third, the page number 38, third, Sharira Vyakti Bhedat Vyavahara Bhedacha. There, Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariranam Bhede Api Aham Ahamiti Pratyabhignayamanasya Atmanaha Bheda Bhavat. So, there, Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariranam Bhede Api Atmanaha Bheda Bhavat. By that we can see Vyabhichara Dosha. That yatra Sharira Bhedaha tatra Atma Bhedaha iti niyamah na. Because Sthula Sukshma Karana Shariras are three, but Atma accepted is one. So Vyabhichara. Vyabhichara means what? Where the sadhya is not there, still sadhanam is there. Sharira Bheda is there, Hetu is there, but still it is the sadhyam is not there. So in the situation where Atma Bheda Rupa Sadhya is not there, still Sharira Bheda Rupa's Hetu is there. Therefore Vyabhichara is there. And Jagra Swapna Shariranam cha, we have seen one way is that Jagrataha, Swapnastaha, this type of Vyavahara Bheda is there, still I am one. But this Jagra Swapna Shariranam can be taken in a slightly different manner also. What we have seen is correct, but one more way, that Jagrat and Jagrat Sharira is a Pancha Bhautika Sharira. And Swapna Sharira is a Vasanamaya Sharira. And the Sharira Bhedas are there, different bodies are there, still the self which is recognized, Pratyabhignayamana, is one only. Means my experience is by this waking body, the Pancha Bhautika Shariram, the body made up of 5 elements. I am experiencing the waking world. And by Swapna Sharira, I was experiencing Swapna Padartha. So I alone, who was experiencing the Swapna Padartha through Swapna Sharira, am experiencing the Jagrat Padartha through Jagrat Sharira, Pancha Bhautika Sharira. In this manner, there is a Pratyabhignaya, there is a Atma, one and the same Atma is recognized. There is a Pratyabhigna. Soham, that dreamer who was experiencing the dream world with the dream body, alone am Aham, I, who am experiencing the waking world with the waking body, the body which is product of 5 elements. So Pratyabhigna is there about this Atma. And Pratyabhigna is Ekatva Bodhaka Pramanam. Soyam Devadattaha, that Devadatta is this Devadatta. And therefore we can say there is the Anumanam is having this Badhitattva Hetva Bhasa. Because the Anumana Sadhya is negated by Pratyabhigna Pramana. That way also it can be seen. Only thing directly Vyavahara Bheda is not there, but that Anumana by Vyavahara Bheda what was presented is negated by showing this particular Hitva Bhasa of Badhitattva. Badhitattva means Manantarena Badhitattva. Hetoho Manantarena Badhitattva. That is the dosha. Is it clear? That way also it can be seen. Okay. Now, after showing the defect in the difference, showing the defect in the oneness between Jiva and Brahma, now Purva Pakshi is showing the defect in the idea of oneness between Sakshi and Brahma. Answering a possible doubt from Siddhanti that Jiva and Brahma may not have oneness. Because Jiva is the Vachyartha, it is the Upadhi Vishishta, and therefore that Jiva may not have oneness with Brahman, but Jiva Shabda Lakshyartha, Tvam-pada Lakshyartha, Sakshi Chaitanyam and Brahman can have oneness. Considering that possible doubt, Purva Pakshi is telling what? Even Sakshi and Brahma cannot have oneness. And why is it so? First of all, he said, we are a bit reluctant to accept something called Sakshi, other than Jiva. Whatever you are calling Jiva, that alone is Sakshi according to us. But if you are too insistent on that, then sometimes Shruti also talks about Sakshi. Sakshi, Cheta, Kevalo, Nirgunascha. Therefore, let us accept Sakshi. But even that Sakshi, which can be accepted by us with some discount, condescendingly, we can accept it. But that Sakshi also will be many. And therefore, it cannot have oneness with Brahman. So, Bhakshite api lashune na shanto vyadihi, that situation will come. And that is being said here, that Sakshi should be many. Why Sakshi should be many? Because if Sakshi is illumining the Antakarana dharma of one Antakarana, and it is one only, then it should be everywhere, then it should illumine all the Antakarana dharma. Therefore, I Sakshi should witness not only the qualities of this antakarana, which I consider my antakarana, I should illumine all. It is something like you imagine there is a very huge light, one light only. And I want to see one book which is supposed to be lying under that light. I switch on the light for seeing whether that book is there or not. And it is a huge light. Okay. Now switch on. That time whether other books were illumined or not. When light is switched on for seeing one book, that time all other books also will be illuminated. Similarly, when Sakshi switch is on, illumining one antakarana, then what will happen? All antakaranas will be illuminated. So I will be knowing what is happening in the minds of others. How I know what is happening in this mind, similarly I will be knowing what is happening in others' mind. So that will happen, but that is not our experience. We do not know what is there in others' mind. That is becoming a big controversy now. That can we know what is happening in others' mind? There is some psychology. There are some techniques by which you can know. From the lip movement and all the eye movement, you can know what is happening. That eye movements or lips movement, we can know. So that is so much struggle, and that is not 100% right. All the time it doesn't happen. You have to struggle. If you are looking there, you cannot see what is there in mind. You have to just imagine, infer. So our experience is that I am witnessing my thoughts or my qualities of the mind, the qualities of one particular mind only, and not all minds. Therefore, if Sakshi is one, then I should know all the antakarana's quality. That is not happening. So I am one Sakshi, then I should know all the qualities of all the antakaranas, and that is not happening. Therefore, Sakshi should be what? Many. So many Sakshi is like what? Small focus light. So then you know that my chair is under the light number 13 or 12. So that only you do. Other will not be illumined. Slightly illumined, but the way it is illumined, it will not be illumined. Slightly we also know about the person smiling, so he is happy. So that much we are. So but our Sakshi will be like that focus light. You know, focus light, small they have in the jeweler shop and all, so like that. So Purvapakshi wants to say that Sakshi is like a focus light, not like a huge light in the center of the room. And focus light should be many. If you want to illumine many things, yes, focus light should be many. One focus light is not enough. That's what he's saying. That Sakshi will be many. And many Sakshi and one Brahma cannot be identical. Alright. So now, from the next 57th Avarta, he is talking about the necessity of accepting Sakshi. He himself presents. I don't know, he first a Pramana Bhavat, himself said. The Sakshi has to be there. Why? He is using this logic that Sukha, Dukha, Raga, Dvesha, they are Antahkarana Dharma. They are not in your body. Is there any what is called part which is called Raga, Dvesha? No. There is no part which is called Raga, Dvesha. So the Raga, Dveshas belong to the mind. And those Raga, Dveshas, Sukha, Dukhas are known. There is no doubt about it. If I ask you, do you have Sukha or not? Oh, Swamiji, I have to think whether I have Sukha. You know, you have. Are you happy now? Not happy? Or there is some dullness in there. I can't say Sukha also, Dukha also. Dukkha is not that. Dullness is not dukkha. So, whatever, sukha, dukkha, dullness. If I ask you whether you have pleasure, pain, dullness, then you cannot say, Swamiji, मैं पूछ के बताऊंगा. I will ask my wife and tell whether Swamiji, whether I have got sukha, because my wife has told, don't give your opinion without asking me. Puja Swamiji used to say this. He said, whenever we ask for donation, no, this man always say, Swamiji, मैं पूछ के बताऊंगा. Means I will ask my wife and tell. So for donation, perhaps you may have to ask, but for this you don't have to ask. Whether I have got pleasure and pain or dullness, I don't have to ask. Yeah, sometimes it may happen that if she says that dukkha, and his wife is sitting by his side. No, wife will start crying. मैंने आपके लिए इतना करते हो फिर भी आप दुखी दुखी बोलते. You want to show me down, you want to put me down something. So there are exceptional situations, but factually, everybody knows whether in the mind there is a sukha or dukkha or dullness. Sometimes people may not be able to tell in general. How is your life? Tell me overall your life. Happy, unhappy, or dull? Some you throw analysis. I have to do that. That is possible because you have to just all like put together. You have to do thorough analysis. But right now, if I ask you, you know it. So our first proposition is Sukha, Dukkha, Raga, Dvesha, all of them are known, evident. That is first point. Now second point is, who is making it evident? यदि किंचित प्रकाशितं स्यात् तर्हि केनापि प्रकाशकेन भव्यम्. Isn't it? If something is illumined, then there should be some illuminator. So now question is, who is the illuminator? अगर सोमनाथ का मंदिर टूटा है तो किसी ने जरूर तोड़ा होगा ना. किसने तोड़ा? You know that once the school inspection came, and in the inspection this education inspector asked in the class, who destroyed, who demolished this temple? Even tell one student. The student said, sir, I am not. I am not. Because in history they have told Muhammad Ghazni has done that. This is part of the history. Then the inspector looked at the teacher. He said, what type of teaching you have? He is telling like this. Then the teacher also was like this. He said, Swami, he is a very good boy. He will not do it. Teacher also like that. ये तो थोड़ा आपको हंसाने के लिए ये हम तो बहुत सीरियस टॉपिक डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं. So sukha dukkhadi are illumined. And therefore there must be some illuminator. Now who is that? Who is that which is illumining, revealing this sukha dukkhadi? And the Puropakshi's presentation is going to be, this sukha dukkhadi cannot be illumined by sense organs. Sukha dukkhadi cannot be illumined by antahkarana vritti. But they are illumined. Therefore, there should be some conscious entity which is illumining them, and that conscious entity is Sakshi. So some entity called Sakshi, illuminator, witness, has to be accepted. And that is why when you say, I know there is pain in the mind, that time this I is identified with Sakshi. That is what the conclusion is. When you say, I know, Swamiji, there is lot of pain in the mind. That time, you are identifying with Sakshi. Because you have got your identity, I have got two aspects. One is Sakshi I, and other is the Antakarana I. And identifying with Antakarana, you cannot say, I know. You are identifying with the Sakshi alone, you say, I know there is pleasure. I know there is pain. And this becomes more clear. I am aware of my pain and happiness. When sometimes you have to say something outside, but inside it is different. Like guest is going. Inside you are very happy. But after what you have to say? अरे आप तो रुके नहीं जा रहा, रुक जाते तो अच्छा होता. Inside you know, no, really there is happiness. You know, and some ulta also. That somebody insulted or somebody said something, and you cannot show your displeasure like your boss. You laugh, you laugh, and say, "Are you unhappy?" No, I am okay. He says, "I am okay." So that is what you know, that really there is pain. So that time it becomes very clear that what is said is different, but I know that there is pain. Many times we deny, especially somebody hit us. मैं वो पूछते हैं लगा तो नहीं बहुत लगा यार is an etiquette. So आपको पेन तो नहीं हुआ? नहीं कुछ पेन नहीं. Anyway, but pain is there. So you are aware, and when you say I am aware, you are identifying with Sakshi, and that is going to be the conclusion. He is going to elaborate so much, and then what he will establish, that Antakarana dharmas are illumined by Sakshi, and that Sakshi has to be many. Why? Otherwise, the problem which we have mentioned will come. And therefore, Sakshi Rupa Tvam Padartha also cannot have oneness with Tat Padartha. That is going to be the development. Okay. So first he says, Antakaranasya Indriya Vishayatvam. Antakarana is not the object of the organs. And this is the basis for going to the next conclusion. For what? Antakarana dharmas are Indriya Vishaya. Antakarana Vishayatvam is not the main thing. Antakarana dharma also. Mainly we will go there. So Antakaranasya tad dharmanam cha Indriya Vishayatvam. That is the topic in the next paragraph. Acha, what he says, and I think he is very fond of giving details. So now what is the main thing what he wants to say? The sense organs cannot objectify the antakarana, the mind, and the qualities, attributes of the mind. That is the main thing. But उसमें भी वो बड़ा कह दे कि उसमें इंद्रिया में भी दो विभाग है. So one type of indriyas objectify like this, other type of organs objectify like this, but both of them will not be objectified. That is how बहुत विस्तार से. Some people are like this. If you simply ask, how was your trip? अरे यार अब तो टिकट ही नहीं मिल रही थी. वहां से शुरू करें. Anyway, so he does like this. इंद्रियाणि पंचीकृत भूत तत्कार्याणि एव विषयी कुर्युः. Sense organs, Vishayi Kuryuhu, will objectify. sense organs, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, they will vishayi kuryuhu, they will objectify. What? Panchikruta bhuta, 5 grossified elements, and tat karyani eva, and their products. Sense organs can objectify 5 elements and their product. Sense organs would objectify 5 elements and their product alone. Eva padena kim apanchikruta bhuta tat karyani na vishayi kuryuhu. Vyavritti, the exclusion is of what? Apanchikrita. It will be made clear. Is it clear? Apanchikrita bhuta tat karyani na vishayi kuryuhu. Means what? Our sense organs are seeing the grossified 5 elements. You are experiencing Akasha. There's a view. Some people say experience, some people say not experience. So Indriyas experiencing Akasha. Even Akasha not experiencing, no problem. Because what he says, if at all objectified by the sense organs, there will be Panchikrita Bhuta only. So if Akasha is not explained, oh, very good. In fact, that's what he wants to limit. That sense organs can objectify only this. 5 नहीं कर सकते, 4 का, हाँ अच्छी बात है, 4 ही कर सकते हैं. That is a इष्टापत्ति. Is it okay? So because otherwise our mind say apratyaksh api yakasha will come. So let us see very non-controversial. Water. So 5 organs, out of them 5, some organs will objectify water. What type of water? Panchikruta jala. Or its product, ice, or sometimes even vapor we can see. So Panchikruta bhuta tat karyani eva vishayi kuryuhu. Is it clear? Next. Atra api asti vakshyamana ritya bhedah. In this regard also there is division. How? Vakshyamana ritya. By the method or the mode which is going to be told. In the manner which is going to be told, there is a division in this perception by sense organs. There are also some division. Acha, what is that? Chakshurindriyam Nila Pitadi Varna Yukta Ghatadi Nishtha Nailyadi Rupam Tadadhara Bhutam Ghatadim Cha Vishayi Karoti. He says Chakshurindriya, the organ of sight, the organ of seeing, called the eye, Vishayi Karoti, objectifies 2 things. What? Nailyadi Rupam, the form, the color, in the form of blueness, etc. Adi Padena Rakta. Nailyam, Raktatvam, all these colors, Chakshurindriya Vishayi Karoti. The eye, EYI, the eye objectifies the blue color, etc. Colors such as blue, etc. What type of blue color? Nishtha, obtaining in patadi. Sorry, ghatadi. Patadi also adi padena pata. Ghatadi, in the ghata, pot, etc. Which is yukta, which is endowed with Nila Pitadi Varna, endowed with the color such as blue, yellow, etc. Now, there can be blue pot or not? Possible or not? Blue pot is there or not? Possible. जो भी color चाहिए आपको दे देंगे. Possible. So, Nila Pitadi Varna Yukta Ghatadi Nishtha Nailyadi Rupam Chakshurindriyam Vishayi Karoti. The eyes objectify the color obtaining in the pot endowed with different colors such as blue, etc. Alright. And the speciality of the eye is Tadadhara Bhutam Ghatadim Cha Vishayi Karoti. Not only it objectifies the blue color, it objectifies Ghatadi also. Pot, etc. also. When I am seeing this pot, not only color of the pot I am objectifying, my eyes are objectifying, even the pot akara, That also is objectified. Therefore, he says tadadhara bhutam. Tad refers to what? Nailyadi rupa. Nailyadi adhara bhuta ghatadi cha vishayi karoti. So the eyes objectify the color and also pot, etc., which is the support, the locus of those colors. So eyes objectify two things: colors and the support of the color, the locus of the color. Is it clear? Like Shweta, my eyes are seeing this white color and the paper which has got white color. Okay. Then second, त्वगिन्द्रियम् अपि स्पर्शं तदाश्रयं च उभयं विषयी करोति. त्वगिन्द्रिया, the organ of touch, tactile organ. Tactile organ, संभाल के बोला ना, textile organ. Tactile organ. स्पर्शं तदाश्रयं च उभयं विषयी करोति. The tactile organ objectifies the touch and also tadashraya and its support, ubhayam, both of them. When you have put some hot water on the gas or somewhere, and it's not very hot but little warm, so you want to see how much warm it is. So when you touch, that ushna sparsha is experienced by this tactile organ. The water also is experienced. You know it is water also. So tad sparsham tadashrayam cha ubhayam vishayi karoti. Alright. So these two organs have got this speciality. They objectify respective attributes and also the support of those attributes. Okay. Whereas jihva grana shravanani tu means whereas jihva, tongue, grana, the organ of experiencing smell, and shravana, the ears, olfactory organ they call it. Olfactory organ, all these three, jihva, grana, shravanani, trini indrayani, these three organs, vastvashrita rasa gandha shabdan eva kramad vishayi kurvanti. These three organs are objectifying, vishayi kurvanti, objectifying only these three, rasa, gandha and shabda. The taste, smell and sound, kramat, respectively, vishayi kurvanti, they objectify. Natu tadashraya dravyam, and they are not objectifying the substance which is the support of those attributes. That's a very interesting thing to know. My tongue can experience only the taste, whether it is sour, sweet, etc. It does not experience it does not have got the perception of the ashraya. It is experiencing only the taste, that is the job. That's why it's called taste buds. Taste buds cannot experience that what is the ashraya of the taste, sour. But Swamiji, I feel that if you put this orange, then my tongue knows that is orange, etc. I know something is orange. See, what happens that along with the taste in our jihva, both the things are there. Taste buds are there and tactile organ also there. And mind, of course, is there to do anumanam. And therefore, together you are saying orange, etc. But otherwise, the organ of taste, the tongue has got only area of the taste. It can perceive only taste. It cannot perceive the ashraya of the taste. Alright. So, trini indriyani only gunan vishayi kurvanti natu tadashraya dravyam. Ataha eva. Therefore alone, एतत्त्रयेण अपि इंद्रियेण अंतःकरणम आंतरम अंतःकरणम न विषयीक्रियते. Therefore alone, by these three organs, antaram antakaranam, interior mind which is interior, na vishayi kriyate, is not objectified. By these three organs, only attributes are perceived, no substance is perceived. And therefore this antakaranam which is interior also and ashraya also cannot be objectified. Na vishayi kriyate. Antakarana is not objectified by these three. What about the other two? For that it is said, tathaiva na chakshusha tvacha cha antakaranam vishayi kriyate. And similarly, chakshusha by the eye, tvacha by the tactile organ, both of them, antakaranam na vishayi kriyate. Antakaranam is not objectified. Why? That answer is given. Yataha bahya panchīkrita bhūtāni tatkaryam rūpāshrayam sparshashrayam va vastu chakshusha tvacha cha vishayi kriyante. Because yataha means because bahya panchīkrita bhūtāni, external panchīkrita bhutas, the external 5 grossified elements like akasha, vayu, etc., tat karyam, and their product means their attributes. Tat karyam means their product in the sense of gatapatadi, rupashrayam sparshashrayam va vastu, their product in the form of rupashraya gatadi, sparshashraya jaladi va vastu, the thing. Chakshusha tvacha cha vishayi kriyante are objectified by chakshusha, the eye, and the tactile organ of touch. Means this chakshu and tvacha, tvak, they also can objectify only external grossified things, grossified elements and their product, which can be the ashraya for rupa or sparsha. Alright. And also they can objectify the attributes of them. Antakaranam tu apanchīkrita bhuta karyatvat netratvachoho na vishayi bhavati. Antakaranam tu, whereas the antakaranam is apanchīkrita bhuta karya. It is a product of ungrossified elements. And therefore, netratvachoho vishayi na bhavati. Therefore, antakarana does not become the object of netra and tvacha. Okay. Ataha eva, is this incidental note. Therefore alone, apanchīkrita bhuta karyam netrendriyam api netrendriyena na vishayi kriyate. Ataha eva means what? Because of chakshusha tvacha bahya panchīkrita bhutani tat karyameva vishayi kriyate ataha eva. Since eyes and the tactile organ can objectify only external grossified elements and their products, therefore alone, that is the meaning of ataheva. So we have to bring from the last part one sentence. Ataheva apanchīkrita bhuta karyam netrendriyam, the organ of seeing called the eyes, which is the product of ungrossified elements, netrendriyena na vishayi kriyate, is not objectified by the eyes. So very interesting thing, that eyes cannot be objectified by the eyes. Not only eyes, ears also cannot be objectified by the eyes. Eyes cannot see. Eyes see the tactile organ? No. Eyes cannot see the organ of touch. Suppose I am seeing my skin. Skin you are seeing, not tactile organ. Why? Because tactile organ is made up of apanchīkrita bhutas, ungrossified elements, sukshma, and therefore any organ cannot be objectified by the organ. Therefore they say indriyani anindriyani, means the organs are not available for organs. Indriyani is anindriyani. Alright. Now, Bahyavastuni eva sarvendriyanam vishayi bhavanti. The external objects alone are objectified for or by all the organs. And Indriya pekshaya antaratvad antakaranam na indriyanam vishayi bhavati. And antakarana being interior compared to the organs, therefore indriyanam vishayi na bhavati. It is not objectified by the organs. So in this paragraph, what is suggested? That mind cannot be objectified by the organs. Whose mind? Anybody's mind. I cannot see, literally I cannot see my mind. Can I see my mind? I cannot see. Can I see your mind? No. My mind itself not see. Not see. Can I see my eyes? No. Can I see your eyes? Huh? Can I see your eyes? No, we cannot see. See, eyes means not this. Eyes is a faculty of seeing. That faculty of seeing is very subtle. It cannot be seen. Generally people say, yes, sorry. I can see, you can see my eyes, Swamiji, beautiful eyes. Your beautiful eyes, eye sockets I can see. These are eye sockets. Hardware part we can see, software part we cannot see. That's what it means. Subtle you cannot see. So, indriyani, indriyena na grihyate. And antakaranam, being subtle, being antara, therefore cannot be grasped by the organs. And in antakarana cannot be grasped, antakarana dharma also cannot be grasped. Alright. So here in this paragraph, what is suggested is that antakarana and its dharmas are not, mainly antakarana is not objectified by the organs. Now the next paragraph it will be said, antakarana cannot be the object of its own vritti. Antakarana, the mind cannot be objectified by the vritti of the mind. Those details we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.